We got Jared today. Where you from?
Orlando.
Orlando, that's what's up, bro. What are you getting done today, bro?
A low drop fade. Yeah.
Low drop fade?
Yeah.
The weight up top?
Yeah, I want
What
to
do you
keep
mean,
all
like
the
in
weight
here?
up top. Yeah, I want to keep it.
Okay, what about the length on the top?
I kind of want to keep it the same. I just actually started growing it up. So
Okay.
I'm trying to keep growing it.
Okay,
My curls
so
just
you
started
like the
growing.
length. If you want, I can just even it out or whatever, just clean it up or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna keep like the curls, like that
Yeah.
look with the low fade, and
Exactly.
keep the bulk. All right, cool. It's gonna be a tough cut, but we're gonna get it done. We're gonna do it.
This actually
you cut
my
hair?
no, this is my.
Oh, you cut hair. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It's gonna be a tough cut.
This video is sponsored. I'm just kidding, guys. As a lot of you guys may already know, I'm the co-founder, owner of Tomb 45. This clay is legendary. We haven't restocked this in the last 2 years. It's finally back after popular demand, and you guys can see, oh my God, best clay on the market. And I know it sounds biased, but I'm not playing. It's very rare that I brag about our products like that or I sell anything to you guys like that. This is the one, guys. Link below. It's only available on Amazon. We're trying to make this the top selling clay on the market. If you're on the market for a great product, it's got amazing hold, amazing pliability, creates great texture, looks natural, and the fragrance is second to none. Don't believe me? Try it out for yourself. Link in the description on Amazon. We really appreciate your support. 245 Indestructible Clay. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna section off the top and just focus on the sides here. We'll clean up the top at the end. He just wants a light trim, or not even, he just wants to make sure it's evened out. I'm wetting it just because I want to it kind of helps me keep the hair separated. This is a like real barbershop environment, so hopefully you guys can hear me good. So we're good now. So guys, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and debulk this. We're gonna start here. That's gonna be my perimeter all the way through. I'm just gonna make sure that I contour his head shape all the way around. And I'm just gonna focus on this area because I like to follow through with guards anyways, because I feel like guards will just kind of gives like a smoother, more controlled cut in my opinion. But this gives a nice base, right? Now we got a nice solid foundation. He still got all that bulk there. And now I can start clearing it with guards and start my fade. All right guys, I'm gonna go with my 2 open and we're gonna go ahead and start to debulk this. We don't necessarily want to create a line, we just kind of want to blend right into what we've already done. It doesn't need to be perfect, we're going to come in and clean it up once we need to detail anyways. So we got a solid foundation there. I just want to make sure both sides look pretty solid. All right, so now we can do our fade into a 2 open now. Remember, he wanted a lower drop fade. I like to start pretty much where the connection of the ear is, to that hairline, guideline, my first initial guideline. We got to make sure that we're kind of dropping it the same way that his baseline drops. So his baseline drops about right here. We'll follow that through. We want the same distance in between his initial guideline and where the baseline starts. So the same distance all the way through. All right, so now we gotta connect this side with the other side to make sure it flows nicely into the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and put my guidelines in and then fade down. And this is just a guide. It's supposed to make you more efficient. Not faster, but more efficient. It's pretty much speed and quality balanced, right? We're trying to give a nice service. It isn't speed, it's efficiency, right? Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start fading down. I really like using this clipper because it opens up just a bit more. And so when I'm fading down, it makes it pretty easy to go from a 1 open to that 2. So 1 open. Open, and open. Do that all the way around. I try to go through this part fairly quickly because no matter how long you take in this part, you're gonna find inconsistencies later on. Sometimes your eyes will lie to you, man. All right, so that's my 1 open all the way around. We got a subtle line there, but that's okay because we haven't done the 2 closed. We haven't done the 1.5 guard. We'll do that later. So 1 guard closed now, right beneath where we just left off. And if you accidentally create a line, just open it again and just kind of soften that line up. Getting 1 closed. That's looking pretty good. Now we'll go to that half guard. And I'm all the way open to start off because I've never cut his hair before. I'm just trying to make sure by starting all the way open, I don't make any mistakes that I could have avoided. No personal. That's the half guard. I can close it up a little bit now. It doesn't seem like I need to do much closing here. Go back to the blade open now because it did a really good job of kind of blending with that one open. All right, guys, so before we start taking out this bottom line, I'm gonna focus on this part. Remember, we have not used the 2 guard or the 1.5 guard. So I'm gonna switch to my comb because anything over a 1 open, I like to go ahead and use my comb. The 2 closed, we're gonna go 2 closed now, guys. We'll start 2 open just in case. First time cutting his hair, so it's better to start with longer length and adjust than to cut too much, right? Now 2 closed, underneath where we just left off. This side is definitely more difficult than the other side. Hey guys, we need barbers, man. We're trying to hire barbers. If you're looking for a good team to work for, it's funny. I don't know why people ain't reaching out. You want to make 6 figures, man? This is the ship right here. This is the vehicle. I don't know if y'all intimidated or what, but Nick, how long you been cutting? 6 months license. Look, he's working at Headlines. Don't be scared, y'all. How old are you, Nick? 19 years old. I don't know why everybody's scared to work at Headlines, bro. Let's go, man. So this is the area we're focusing on, guys, right in there. Next step is the 1.5 guard. Actually, I'm gonna start open, just in case. So in this area, for some reason, it's a little bit dark here. So I'm actually closed. You know, sometimes you gotta kind of adjust to certain areas. So I'm closed right in this area. And honestly, I might need to follow up just in this area with that 1 guard open. Kind of hard to from the camera, but in person you'll be able to see it. At this point, let's go ahead and start taking out this bottom line. Blade open, just like we did before. Trying not to create another line. Notice as I go higher, I'm using more corner. And I'm gonna do this in little sections, okay? So now I'm halfway open. Now I'm 1/4 of the way open. And now I'm closed. All the way closed. I'm gonna line him up now. That way I can see the fade a little bit better. First, I wanna make sure that both sides kind of have like the same height here. It looks like this side is naturally higher. So I start with my peak, the peak of my C cup. Remember, this is just a rough draft. This doesn't have to be perfect. Let me dry my trimmer. Now we'll go ahead and start at the bottom here. And as I remove it, I want to get up behind the ear too. We want it to be bald all the way at the bottom here. I'm using my brush for now, but we'll come back, we'll use the comb. And while I have the trimmer in my hand, I'll go ahead and bald out subtly right in here. We just don't want any hair stubble. Focus on this area, blade open. Don't create another line. Using the corners, the higher we go up. Okay, now I'm halfway open. Using a lot of corner because again, this is the shape we're creating. If you use the whole clipper, you're not gonna be able to create that shape, that flow. So 1/4 of the way open now. Now I'm all the way closed, guys. Now that I've faded out the bottom, it looks a little dark in this area. So while I'm here, I'm gonna switch to my half guard real quick. This is called spreading the blend out. Because sometimes, you know, by the time you get done with the fade, you'll see some areas that are a little too compressed as far as the color and the gradients. So you gotta spread that gradients out a little bit more.
Well, I would say like, you know, you my own pressure cooker. Because at the end of the day, as long as I use you get a full package, do it.
All right, just like we did on the other side, let me go ahead and create that C cup, guys. We want to make sure that we're matching the peak with this side. So, like I said, this side is naturally higher. So I'm just gonna make this side, try to keep it as natural as possible, because we might have to raise the other side just a tad bit.
Go back to the clown weight, bro. I'm listening to you, bro.
Again, we want to make sure that this is actually balled down here. So that's why I went ahead and started balling it out.
You said that's what you told him? Yeah, you said it. I'll take it. I ain't got to pay it back.
All right, back to the half guard. All right, so this side, you can tell, guys, just takes the fade a lot easier than the other side. I'm gonna have to definitely take some time on the other side. All right, guys, we're gonna cut the top now. I'm just grabbing whatever naturally wants to fall over. You guys see the cut right there. All right, now we'll cut the top, guys. What I like to do though here in the back, I like to just make sure it's the shape that we're looking for. Okay. And I take half sections. Like you guys see that peak right there, that's creating a little bit of a line or a little bit of bulk. It just softens it just in this occipital bone area.
They said on the study that every
Crazy, bro.
$40 harvest.
90 degrees, guys, 90 degrees. Because of the curls.
Yeah, all of that shit was fire, bro.
Guys, so this is indestructible clay. It's only available on Amazon. There'll be a link in the description below. Go cop it, leave us a review. We're trying to make this the #1 selling clay on all of Amazon. It is fire, I'm telling you.
Fire.
A little bit goes a long way. You just want to heat it up, emulsify it in your hands till it starts to get clear. Once it's clear, then you can start distributing into the hair. With curly hair, you don't want to like do too much. And we're gonna let this air dry while we finish detailing the cut. All right, guys, so I'm gonna switch clippers now, a different type of motor, which is a magnetic motor. I'm gonna start with my #4, and we're pretty much at this point just making sure that the cut looks good, man. We're just detailing at this point. So #4. All right, guys, I'm going with the grain just to soften it up some. To me, this is like using a razor. Shout out to Sean Cuts Hair. So like, this is like using this, but doing it with a clipper, right? It would pretty much do the same effect. Manny, you must live the life where you didn't stress nothing. I'm trying not to bring the fade up either, but. You don't never know, bro.
Where did you hear about it? Where were you?
I heard you own like a few shops.
Huh?
I heard you own a few shops.
Yeah, we're 6.
Nice.
I'm just looking. I'm like
A razor.
He was that, bro. Especially when they split up, he was that guy. When he played Let Me Love You.